No 8-minute speech like last year. But fun fact, my speech was actually longer than this year's Call of Duty campaign. What?
You know, one of the worst things you could have happen to you on the biggest stage in the industry, like at the VGAs, when you're a household name brand AAA title, Call of Duty, made by Treyarch, Activision, whoever, I don't even know who it is. It's not even that important. The worst thing you could have happen to you is the voice of Kratos cook you on that stage, and he's been in the scene for a grand total of like 5 minutes, hands down. So, like I mentioned, yesterday were the VGAs, the Video Game Awards. Me personally, I've never been one to care for it. It's never been my thing. I'm an avid gamer, but when it comes to like those types of shows and those types of events, I never cared for it. That's the honest truth. The games that were nominated, the ones that won, I've never played them, and it was never my thing, but it didn't matter. Yesterday, I went ahead and I decided to go ahead and check it out, just, you know, cause for the fun of it. And I streamed it live on my channel, Swellness8, on Twitch. Somewhere, you're gonna see it somewhere at the bottom. I did a watch party with me and some of my buddies, just to check it out. And oh my God, was I pleasantly surprised, mostly with the trailers. Not necessarily the award show itself, but with the trailers. All of the stuff that they have coming down the lane. It was mostly Final Fantasy, but for me, it didn't matter. They looked amazing. Unfortunately, when it happened in real time, I was not able to focus on it. I was distracted with a number of different things. I saw more or less what they had going on, but I wasn't able to really appreciate what they were showing there. So what I'm gonna do now is, I got the trailers here ready to go. I'm gonna watch them start to finish, no distractions. I'm gonna go ahead and react, review, and see what we got coming around the corner. If I remember, there was at least 5 trailers. There was like 2 for Final Fantasy. There was 3 for Final Fantasy, but the third one I wasn't too hyped about. It looks like it was a mobile game. They had Wukong come out. They had the finals that Nostro is going crazy for. If you can believe, one of the DLCs came out yesterday during the same day as the event, and somebody already beat it. They already got it uploaded to YouTube, a walkthrough, let's play, whatever you want to call it, and they're done with it. So I didn't see it. When I get my console back from Nostro, I'm gonna go ahead and play it for myself. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm currently uploading the initial story from Final Fantasy 16, just a regular, you know, without DLC or anything like that. And then hopefully I'm gonna get this DLC. I'm gonna check it out for myself. So without any more fanfare, let's go ahead and get into it. And we're gonna watch this trailer.
Something's come to my attention, and I'll be damned if I know what to make of it.
Some sort of crystal.
Where'd she get that?
Enlightened souls forged great and terrible weapons called the iconoclasts, from which icons derive their name, and turned them against each other in the Magitech War.
It seems somebody's woken this place up. The question is, who?
Getting goosebumps, man.
What the hell is an iconoclastic defense system? I've a feeling we're about to find out. And that we will not like the answer.
Then we better cut this short.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
The Rising Tide. Oh! That's a big Tom Berry. Leviathan. Oh! Wow. You want to talk about goosebumps? Let's play this again. No sound. Bro. So, I played Final Fantasy 16. It was an okay addition to the franchise, to the IP. It was okay. It didn't drive me, not like some of the other Final Fantasies. It didn't leave that impression in me. But it was okay. Most of it had to do with the battle system. It was more like, not necessarily Dark Souls, but it was more like, what's this other game? Devil May Cry? Something like that, kind of. And the gimmick behind this Final Fantasy, aside from the battle system, was the whole thing with the icons, the summon monsters, the avatars, the summons. They put you in the shoes of the icons. And it had never been done before, prior to 16. And so it gives you like these giant Godzilla level fights that looked, there's no way to explain it. There's like, or to describe it. It's like, oh my God, you're so powerful, you're so huge, you're so monstrous, and you're just murdering the whole server. So this, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that thing is. I don't know who she is. This is the name. Okay, so it's 2 DLCs. That first one that we saw is all this whole first bit right here, whatever they're doing. And I guess Echoes of the Fallen, that's the name of the first one. And that place looks crazy. The story of Final Fantasy, okay. These are new monsters. I'm guessing, did that say balls? Balls kick. So this is a new area, obviously. Don't know who that guy is. And this is probably the final boss of the new DLC. It seems short, especially given the fact that that one guy already beat it. The one that I mentioned, that he already put up the video. It seems short. This thing's name is Omega Aunios. Aunios. That's his name now. And he looks like a pain in the you-know-what. And so I guess we transition over to the second DLC, which is called The Rising Tide. And this one has to be about, that's a cool sword. That one's cool. That's gotta be. So in the game, all of this dude's swords, they have a theme to it. Oftentimes, you get the theme related to the icon you're about to get. Say, for example, say Ramu is the next icon on the list, because you gradually go from icon to icon. Ramu is the next one on the list. I can't remember if it happens before the fight or afterwards. I think most likely afterwards. You get a sword that's themed after lightning, for example. You get a sword that's themed after Bahamut, and so on and so forth. That one looks like it's the one that belongs to water. And that shield looked like a Leviathan's face. And this thing, bro. This guy is like 2 feet tall. He's supposed to have a little butter knife. What is this? And there he is. There he is. This, it gives goosebumps. Because like I mentioned, people who already played Final Fantasy 16, these icon fights are like exaggerated, overblown. What's the phraseology? It's larger than life. It's larger than life. Right now he's Ifrit, and so you, as Ifrit, you fight the other icons. You fight the other summons as a summon. And in this example, clearly you have to fight Leviathan for one reason or another. And then in the story of Final Fantasy 16, try to limit the spoilers. Out of all of the summons that are included, that are in the game, Leviathan is not there. And the story kind of gives you an idea of why Leviathan was not there, at least in the original game. And for whatever reason, you find him. And this fight, all of the icon fights are like, holy sh... Look at that water effect. And so you get both of them. So that was it. Echoes is already out, but it's super short. Somebody already beat it. And then the other one comes sometime next year. I want to pick up both of them. I want to see what's up. I beat Final Fantasy 16, but it's like, for me, it was like, you know, I'm unless I really like the game, I'm not going to go back and play it again, even to play it on a more challenging level. But I do like when they drop new stories, new content, and they said they were going to do it, and thankfully they decided to go ahead and explain Leviathan, thankfully. So there's that trailer, super cool. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Jump to the next video.